Registering to vote is not normally an emotional affair, but for Desmond Meade this was a moment he fought hard for. Like over 1 million Florida residents, Desmond has a criminal record, something that prevented him from voting for decades. Last November all that changed when residents overwhelmingly approved a groundbreaking ballot measure restoring the voting rights of people with convictions.
How I get to take my family with me, and I can go vote with my family for the first time, and that means a lot to me. That means not only that I can vote, but this is an opportunity that we have now to stimulate a conversation about how important voting is.
Since then, the state's Republican-controlled legislature changed the language of the amendment, ruling that ex-felons must pay outstanding fees and fines before they're eligible to vote. The vast majority of defendants are poor when they're arrested and even more financially challenged after they're released from prison.
To add the legal fees and fines to it, it keeps pretty almost the same disenfranchisement that it was to begin with and that the voters didn't vote for.
I just received this Tuesday.
For those without legal fees or who've managed to clear them, the news is good. Tarshay Sanderson has campaigned to restore voting rights since she was released from prison, and says while the controversial ruling will affect hundreds of thousands of people, she's excited at the chance to finally cast her ballot.
When you're not heard, it makes you feel, how can I say that, invisible. Like you don't matter, like you don't count, like you're not good enough, you know, but of course I'm going to go cast my vote. Of course I'm going, yes, yes, yes.
Florida has the highest number of people campaigners say have been disenfranchised because of their criminal records. Last year's vote changed that, but the fight to restore voting rights continues. Critics say what the Republican legislator did here essentially goes against the spirit of how Floridians voted last November. It's thought many with criminal backgrounds owe thousands of dollars in legal fees, and this essentially prices them away from the ballot box. Civil rights campaigners say they'll continue to fight and say last November's victory is something that will eventually come to fruition. Andy Gallacher, Jazeera, Miami, Florida.